What's good, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. My name is Mzi, and today we are doing episode 2 of the story time with Mzi Mnyazi. Today we'll be talking about a course that they call basic static line course in the military, and it's actually a basic parachute course. It's a parachute that soldiers use to attack the enemy. Remember last week we spoke about selection, so this week we are going to talk about the course that prepares you for combat. That means using a parachute as a form of transportation to go to the enemy, or to go and help fellow soldiers if you are a medic, or to go and build bridges if you are an engineer, or to go and land somewhere behind your troops if you are an artillery and shoot your bombs and everything. So that's the course that I'm talking about, basic static line course. Remember guys, if you are new here, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we upload these videos. And if you've been here, you should know that by now. Please like the video, share it with your friends and family, and please don't forget to comment. So the story starts on Sunday evening. You know what? Almost everything in the military starts on Sunday evening. That's the most interesting thing, including basic. I don't remember. But anyway, the story starts on Sunday evening, and on that Sunday, we received our uniform. They call it's a jumping jacket. You get 2 of them. They call it a smoke or a smoke or whatever. Guys, if you are a paratrooper and you know what that thing is called, is it a smoke or a smoke? I don't even know. But while I was wearing my smoke, did you hear my smoke? That's how I used to call it. I was wearing my smoke. Oh, by the way, you receive your smoke or smoke, and then you have to iron it for the following day. So you have to have one in your locker for inspection, and you must be wearing one. Right? They must be clean, they must be dry, be it you are jumping or not. They must just be like that, and you only get 2 of them. So we receive these things, and we get allocated bungalows where we are going to stay. Now on the course, remember I told you that on the course that we did before, we had 28 guys that passed. Now there are other selections that they do at 44. They will do a selection and the guys will go back to their units, and then when there is a course, they will call them to come and do the course. So we were the last selection of that year. So we passed this week, and on Monday we had to start the course. Then all the other guys were also called to come and join us. So in total we were 88 on course. But also we also had foreign students, which were guys from Zimbabwe. Actually, we had guys from Zimbabwe. We had a Zimbabwean surgeon. I just forgot his name. And then we had a couple of corporals. Yeah, we had a couple. I don't know if they were privates. I think it was just corporals, full corporals and lance corporals. Oh yeah, there was one full corporal, and then the rest were lance corporals. So we get allocated sticks. Oh, by the way, I was the only ranking member from South Africa that passed that course. I was a corporal at the time. So stick 1 had the sergeant from Zimbabwe, and then stick 2 was the corporal from Zimbabwe, and then I was stick 3. I think they call them they call them with the call signs. So there's stick Alpha, stick Bravo, I was stick Charlie. So my number was Charlie 1. So we had about 8 sticks. I remember the last stick, it was only privates in that stick. I think it was H hotel stick. So yeah. And then you get allocated. Okay, in the following day, on Monday now. Hey, when did I skip Sunday? Okay, you get allocated your things on Sunday evening, and then you go to sleep. And then in the morning you prepare for inspection. They inspect, they check their smokes, and then you get into a squad, and then you go to the hangar. The hangar now is the parachute training wing. That is where we do our ground training now. We're going to do our ground training for the parachute course, the real parachute course now. Right. So when we got there, we were separated. We get allocated our sticks, as I just explained. I'm not going to repeat it. get allocated your stick, and then I was the stick leader or number one in my stick. Now you will see when we get to ground training what this means. Now from there, and then you go to the lecture hall, which you will spend less than 30 minutes, and trust me, it will be the first and the last time you see that lecture hall when you're doing the parachute course. You will never ever see it again until, I think we saw it again. I don't even think we saw it again. Or maybe someone wanted to brief us, but I don't remember. If we did see it again, it was only once again since then. So you go and do the first lecture. So rule number one, in the hangar, you always, actually just outside the hangar, as a student in 44, you always put your helmet on. Very important to put your helmet on at all times, because you have to get used to that helmet. And then when you are inside the hangar, there is a place where you put your things. Each person is allocated a space. It's more like shelves where you can put your helmet and everything if you are doing things that don't need helmets. But almost every time when you're in the hangar, almost everything needs a helmet. Then, okay, you go into this lecture hall, you sit, and then they tell you what I'm about to tell you, and that's the whole lecture. Welcome to the parachute course. There are 3 phases of a parachute jump. Right, the first phase is called the exit phase. So the exit phase starts from inside the aircraft until just when you left the door, just outside the door of the aircraft. So the exit phase is from inside the aircraft and just outside the aircraft. Before anything else happens, as soon as you leave the aircraft, the exit phase ends. Then the second phase is called the flight phase. So it starts just outside the aircraft and just before your feet touches the ground. That is the flight phase, the most beautiful phase ever. And then the third phase is the landing phase. It starts just before your feet touch the ground and until you've completed your landing. Right. Now, that is what you get taught there. And then the next thing that they show you is a picture of a developed canopy. That this is a developed canopy. So that means after you've left the aircraft, when you look up, this is what you have to see. Right. Okay. We didn't get the privilege to see the other types of pictures. I guess nobody had a chance to take a picture when their canopy was not fully developed. Makes sense though. But there are different types of canopies that you are going to get when you are jumping, and you get told about them. And if you see those, that means you have to open your reserve, or you have to kick and like if you've got twists, you have to kick and but I think now I'm jumping because that's what we're going to do when we get to the flight phase during the training, now ground training. So right, they show you that, and then that's it. The lecture is over. Questions and everything else, and yeah, but it takes less than 30 minutes, that lecture. I think from just before you enter the lecture hall and just outside the lecture hall, that's 30 minutes, like before and out, yeah, including the instructor coming to teach you. Yeah, that is the only time you're going to sit on a chair and be taught something in 44. The rest of the training, you're going to do it in the hangar, standing on your 2 feet, and you will be shown, you'll be told, and you are going to do. That's how they train you, and it works like a marvel. I saw it with me. Because before I went to do my parachute course, I was very scared of heights. And to share a little bit of a story, why was I scared of heights? One day, we were playing cricket in the yard at home in the Eastern Cape, in a location called Mngaba. So we were playing, I think I'll use Mngaba for now. But abantu baselalini they know the exact name, because Mngaba is Zilale 4. So Ibola ibethwe, I don't know who hit the ball, and then it went on top of the house. So being the oldest, I had to, actually I was playing with Uspamandla and Akona, And Uspa Mandla, by the way, ended up playing cricket for professional clubs, and I'm so proud of him to having started playing with cricket with him in the yard, and he ended up playing with the big boys. Big ups to Power, ne? I think he's a coach now. Oh, do I say big ups or shout out? Whatever, man. Yeah. Then I climbed on top of the tank and I walk up the gutter to get to the top of the house. Like a cat, you see, when a cat is going up, it doesn't look down, it just focuses on going up. Get the ball, give it to the guys. Now I have to get off. I'm like, no, this is not going to work. I can't go down the gutter onto the tank and so I decided to jump. I jumped and I landed on my feet, knees, I think with my chin as well. And officially that was when my fear of heights was recorded in my body. That now when I'm Z, from today on, you are scared of heights. So now I'm in a parachute course, and heights is everything that is there. Like everything, almost everything, especially with the landing phase. Let's go. So you get now, from there you go into the hangar. Then when you're inside the hangar, you are shown there are different bays, right? So there is a flight bay, there is a landing bay, and there is an exit bay. Now, what are these things, Mzi? So let me start with the exit bay, because that's what we will do first. So the exit bay is when you are entering the hangar from 44 or from the bungalows. You will enter the hangar and the exit bay will be on the left. There they've got mock-ups. A mock-up is more like a you know a mock-up, ne? It's like, it's a plane, but it's a dummy of a plane. So everything is the same size. The door of the mock-up is the same size. So these are planes, but they are not planes. It's dummy planes. So you really stand on the door of that dummy plane and jump out, and you get taught how to jump, and where you have to have your hands outside. You have to do this, you have to do this, and then you have to jump out, and then you also learn the drills. So with the drills we are going to do when we are talking about my first jump, because I think in this video I'm just going to talk about the ground training, because I thought that there was not much to talk about. Now looking at the time, we are already on 11 minutes and I haven't, like, yeah. So we go, okay, when you are on the exit base, so obviously you've got sticks already. So certain sticks will be with a certain instructor on a particular bay. So our instructor was my favorite. I don't know if I should mention his name, but his name starts with an F. He's from Emampondweni, Inkosi Amampondo. Amampondo, they will know ubang banlo. Atufaka umfakaya, angamfaka. That guy, yeah, no man. Anyway, so you get into the exit base, they teach you the drills of the inside the aircraft before you jump, and then they teach you how to jump. Now I'm going to leave that there, guys, because that's important, because when we start talking about jumping, that's when we're going to go through the details, what exactly happens when you're inside the aircraft. Yeah, like, oh, 1, 2, action, stations, 1, 2. That's the most beautiful thing, you know, that, yeah, now I'm about to leave this stress of an aircraft. And then the next bay is the landing bay. Now that is where you learn how to fall, basically, because with a basic static line, you have to land and complete the landing by falling. So there are drills that they do, like they will teach you a parachute position, then you stand in this position, and then they say land right, back right, you prepare, and then you land. Back front, you prepare, and then you land. So you just have to prepare your feet based on how you are landing. So if you are coming down and you're facing this side, then you are able to prepare because you did it in the training here inside during ground training. This training takes about 7 days, guys, and trust me, your body is going to be sore. You will just want to just go and jump because you've had enough. Like, you like, enough is enough, I just want to jump now, get sharp. So yeah, we do that, and then the next bay is the flight bay. Then on the flight bay, they teach you flight. They put on a harness, they take you up, and then they tell you that you go to land in buildings. What do you do? They teach you how to land in buildings. They teach you how to land in trees. They teach you how to land, what to do when you've got twists. So because you are hanging there on the flight bay, you are hanging. It's more like you are suspended. You could suspend. I don't know. What is to suspend? No, I don't think you are suspension bridge. Okay, let me not use words I don't understand properly. Let me just check. What does suspend means? Maybe I was using the right term. You know, it's very important, guys. Okay, temporary prevent from continuing being, yes. Hang, yes. Yeah, you are suspended. I was right, man. Yes. Sometimes English just pops without even me knowing. I'm like, but why did I use that word? Is that, yeah, so you are suspended on that flight. You are wearing a harness, and then they will twist you, and then you spin and spin and be dizzy. But now you must kick and show that when you've got twist, this is what you'll be doing. And then when you've got this is what you'll be doing. These are the cape words. This is how you're going to control your parachute and everything like. So until they are happy with those 3 bays, you're not jumping. Then on the landing bay, because that's the most interesting bay. On the landing bay, there is a ladder. So the ladder starts after you're done on the floor. Then you go on the ladder. So the ladder has got a cable that's attached somewhere on the roof there, but that cable does reach the ground. You know, we're like from up there, it reaches the ground. So you have to start on the first step. Go up. I don't even remember. I think you hold it like this and go back, lean back. Then they say land, and then you practice what you did. You complete the landing with the cable. Then you take it to the second step, third step, fourth step, fifth step. I think they are up to 5 or 6, if not more. But well, it's step very high. So on the last step, hey, there you jump off that step and you have to land. I mean, that's almost like a size of a house. You know my story. So I had to do that a couple of times. That was difficult for me. I didn't have the isbindi. Isbindi, what is it? Isbindi in English. Maybe I'll use the term heart, the heart to do it. You know, but I did it anyway. We did it completed because you can't pass the ground training without doing all those things. Then we went to something they call block and tackle. That's everybody's favorite. Maybe not. You know, if you've played swing, that's what block and tackle is. But the difference now, the swing that you are on is on the roof of a hanger, somewhere up there. And then when they take you up so that like the people that are pushing you, they are pushing your feet. You are high up there, they are pushing your feet. So they push you, they swing you, they swing you, they swing you, they swing you. Then when you are going to land, when you're at that side, like now you'll swing until you are halfway up the hanger and down and halfway up the other side. So you'll be swinging. Wee, 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 wee. Now Mzi being scared of heights, like, yo, you look at the side, you're like, yo, you see what's happening. Now your training, your stick instructor will say, when you go that way, he will say next time in. So you're coming from that side, or you're going that way, he says next time in. You go, and then he says now in. Now he's holding a rope. When he lets go of the rope, you are coming down to land. Now you have to apply all those parachute drills and land. Accident complete. I'm not happy. Take him up. So I'm sure a lot of people will tell you that they did block and tackle for about 5 times, 6 times, 8 times the most, 9 times maybe. I think if you've done it a lot of times, it will be 10 times. Want to know how many times yours truly did it? 25 times. That guy says, take him up. Take him up. That time, I had a pass here. And now, every time I land, the helmet goes onto that pass. Like I looked like mess. I was skinny, but I told myself I want to do this course and finish it. And the guy made me say, no man, corporal, you are sliding, man. You are sliding. Take him up. Guys, that was painful. That was painful. I thought that was my end on that course. But I managed to hang on there and I finished that phase. And what else was interesting during the ground training? There's not a lot of things that happened actually, except that I had to go to hospital to do an operation on the pass so that I can be ready for my first jump. And yeah, man, it was beautiful spending time with the guys in the bungalow, and I think that as being a leader there, and I was also a medic, but I was not a medic, I was a physical training instructor, but wearing a medic's beret. So it kind of made some guys and some instructors to pick on me a lot. And in fact, that's what made me strong on the course, because they were picking on the wrong guy. You're going to find out on this video why, because there's a lot of things I'm going to share regarding my experience in the military. And when I went there, I already had some experience where I had to do a lot of tough training. So today's video, guys, is not going to be long. It's 20 minutes. I think I should end it here. So that was the ground training during the parachute course, and I hope I shared enough. I hope you understand, and I know it's not as detailed as the other video that I did, but hopefully most of the details, because everything that you do on the ground, then after 7 days, which was on a Tuesday, was it after 6 days, on the 7th day, you take it up and you go to the aircraft and you have to apply everything that you learned. And guys, next week I'm going to share my first jump, and I'll be sharing with you guys what happens from the day you fetch the parachute in the Packers building until just when I finished, just after completing the landing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I enjoy making these videos. I'm going to make a lot of them every week. I'm going to share something new about my life, mainly in the military for now, and then I'll go to football, which is soccer, and I will also share my life when I used to party in Sunnyside and go AWOL at work, and yeah, but I was never dismissed. That is very important. I was never dismissed for that. Thanks God, at least I managed to always wake up. If I'm not early for work, I'll come late. If I can't come on Monday, I will at least make a call. But yeah, I will share all those things when the time comes. Guys, remember, if you are new here, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified when we upload new videos. And if you have been here, you should know that by now. Please like the video, comment, and share it with your friends and family. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. Thank you very much. Peace.